video, I'm going to teach you how to take the burner assembly apart on a Napoleon Prestige gas grill and clean the burner ports, as mine is getting quite clogged up and the flame is uneven. So first we're going to start by opening up the grill and taking the grilling grates and the what they call the flavor wave below, which is just a stainless steel plate that distributes the heat. We're going to take that off first so we can access the burners. Now the first thing we have to do is lift out the grill grates. We'll just set them to the side. And then we have to lift out the heat distribution grates. I believe they call these the flavor wave grates. Take them out. And that leaves us with our burners. We have to remove the burners so that we can drill out the holes here that are all clogged up. So to remove the burner, we have to remove the burner retaining screws. There's one here and another one over here. Once we have the burner retaining screws out, we should be able to lift the burner assembly out just like this, so that we can clean all of the ports that are clogged up. And to do that, we're going to use a small drill. Now, you know, cordless drills are great, but the problem with cordless drills is half the time when you go to use them, the battery's dead. So I got my good old AC power drill here. This drill bit that I'm using is actually one that comes with the barbecue. So we're just going to drill out all these holes. Gotta tighten the chuck up a bit. You're probably laughing at the age of this drill. This drill is exceptionally old. I would guess that this drill is probably, it's at least 40 years old. It's one of the first variable speed drills that they, from the Sears Corporation. This is a Craftsman, so this was Simpson Sears Corporation, and made in the USA. That's something you really don't see much of these days. This thing's just got staying power. It was my dad's old drill. He actually had another one that was a single speed that got thrown out, and I'm kind of mad that that got thrown out, because that was another great old drill that went forever. Anyway, we're going to drill all these holes out here. Now you might wonder why you have to do this. This is a natural gas barbecue, but all gas, whether it's propane or natural gas, there's always impurities in the gas, and it will, over time, it will clog up the jets, so then you get an uneven burn. And this is the first time this has been done in a couple of years. They recommend doing this every year. I've just been putting it off. But I've noticed lately that the barbecue just hasn't been heating as well as it once did. So this should restore it back to like new performance. That's all the ones on this side. There are also holes underneath it that carry the flame through from one side to the other. It's just to permit easy lighting. And there's also holes on the other side. So I'm going to continue to do this, and I'll pick up the video again when I've drilled all of these holes. I'll put this back together and see how well it works. Okay, I'm just finishing up the last ones. And I'll tell you, this old drill gets heavy. This thing probably weighs a good 15 pounds, and when you're holding it in your hand for 40 minutes or so it takes to drill this thing out properly, 30 to 40 minutes, it does get kind of heavy. Not like the new tools, which are all, you know, very lightweight and plastic. That thing's got some weight to it. Okay, let's get the burner back into this thing and see how it works. So to do that, we just reverse the other procedure. We put the burner back in. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go take and blow some air through here with my air compressor just to blow out any debris that may be in it. So we'll just take the air compressor and just blow some air into here, blow any of the dust out of it. Okay, now it's ready to reassemble. Okay, now that we've got the burner clean, we're just going to reinstall it. Basically just have to line up the orifices with the jets here. So you want to make sure that your gas line lines up with the three. This is from the gas shutoff here. These are your mixing orifices where the air is mixed in. You want to make sure all three of them line up. Once they do, it's now back in place. You can place the screws in here and reassemble the barbecue. So we install our screws. Start threading them in. Then we can reinstall the back plate. And finish fastening down the screws. Now that our burner's back in place, we can test it. It's going to hook up the gas line, and we'll light this and see how it looks. Gas line's connected. Let's fire it up. Turn on the gas first. Turn it on, and see how it lights. There we go. First burner lit. Second burner lights nicely, as does the third. There you go. I don't know how well the flame shows up on camera, but all three burners are burning evenly now. Whereas before I had spots where there was no flame, and then there was flames coming out of about 4 inches in other places. So the unit is now fixed. I can now put my grill back in, and I can cook myself a nice fat juicy steak for dinner. We'll just put the heat distribution plates back in place. Then we can set our grill grates in. Fire it up. There we go. It's looking good. Now I'm going to grill myself a nice juicy steak for dinner. Thanks for watching.